But listen, we've got some good news for you. We may be able to spread democracy throughout the universe, or maybe at least through the galaxy, because we may have found life on another planet, right? Okay, so let me get to this before I go all nutty cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs about this. This is why we did the X-Files thing off the top, because I wanted to get to this today. This is from Nature Astronomy. This was published back in 2021, but there's new updates now to this. A radio technosignature search towards Proxima Centauri, resulting in a signal of interest. All right. So SETI is the search for extraterrestrial intelligence, which has been around since the 60s, I believe. So the detection of life beyond Earth. Let me get this up here. I thought I had this up. Sorry. So the detection of life beyond Earth is an ongoing scientific pursuit with profound implications. One approach, known as SETI, seeks to find engineered signals, technosignatures, and that's not like, you go to a club and you give autographs. That's not that kind of technosignature. That indicates the existence of technologically capable life beyond Earth. Here we report on the detection of a narrowband signal of interest at -982 megahertz, recorded during observations towards Proxima Centauri with the Parkes Miriam radio telescope. So basically what it is, the discovery of the exoplanet Proxima Centauri b in orbit around Proxima Centauri has sparked excitement over the prospect of a habitable exoplanet in the nearest reaches of the solar neighborhood. I believe, I'm not quite sure. I think Alpha Centauri is like 4 light years away from us. Several studies suggest that Proxima Centauri b may be able to sustain an atmosphere favorable for life. However, Proxima Centauri is an active M-dwarf flare star. Doubt has been cast of the ability, which is a much tighter orbit than the Earth is to the Sun, to retain an atmosphere amenable to the existence of biological life. So what does all this mean, right? This means back in the 70s, they found the WOW signal, right? That there was this... But they were looking in hydrogen bands. They were looking for these civilizations. They were looking for them to like actually call out to other places, right? Like we're looking for signals of other civilizations who are projecting like, hey, we're here, what's going on? But the thing was, what they're looking for now is like, they're looking for signs of technology with communications, right? So they're looking at other bands, it's really hard to explain, but they're looking for other bands for like, so basically they're listening from these other planets to see if there's like cell phones going on. They have like some sort of radio or some sort of broadcast, some sort of communications using technology, not necessarily coming towards us, but just something that we're able to capture. And this guy, Professor Simon Holland, I discovered him on this channel called the Leto Files, LEHTO, good UFO channel. And he's been with the BBC and PBS as kind of a personality, but someone who's been very interested in this kind of thing. And he kind of gives you a little sneak preview of this, what we're talking about here. Let's listen to what he has to say. Oop. Let's try that again. What the hell?
You could possibly look for an alien, like there's no croissant in the word tomorrow. So let me get myself together and be serious for a minute and actually talk about this Nature article on how you could possibly look for an alien technological signature. There's a link in the description, but I'm just going to read it out because it's probably easier. Abstract. Abstract means just like the summary of the paper. And it says, the aim of the search for extraterrestrial intelligence which we know is called SETI, is to find technologically capable life beyond Earth. Yes, please. But a new approach is listening for alien techno signatures. I mean, are they using advanced physics to communicate? On the 29th of April 2019, that's a bit after they first heard it, the Breakthrough Listen SETI project at Parkes Muryang Radio Telescope, that's in Australia, found data. You see, this is very interesting wording. In a narrowband signal, also very interesting, narrowband signal that is consistent with a technological alien signature in the 982 megahertz BLC1 band, where you would expect to hear something. Here in this paper, look at the description, we present how you would work out if it's real or if it's interference. You see, that's the point. I mean, it might be somebody in the comments said, are we actually listening to our signal being bounced back? Are the deep space Lagrange point satellites that are actually confusing the radio telescopes? There are now deep space probes. We have satellites in orbit around Mars. How do you think they get the data back from the Mars rovers? So here's their results. They say, we found in BLC1 a signal, and it's shown in figure 1. This is a waterfall plot. And again, I'll put this up full screen so you who understand what a waterfall plot is, that's just time and frequency falling like a waterfall, but it shows detail graphically. The waterfall signal in this graphic represents many hours of observation, not just a snapshot. They go on to say, we first ensured that the telescope and back-end logs showed normal operation. Good. We filtered out anything else in the 982 megahertz band, including aircraft. A signal from a distant planet, that's what we're saying, would be geographically unique to that location. So, for example, little green men here, and you're listening over here, and you're hearing it, shouldn't work. It's only when you point the beep, 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 point to him do you hear something. If you're hearing it everywhere, it's probably a natural occurrence. Astronomically close to the target are 2 pulsars, and they had to eliminate those signals, which can be multi-spectrum, so I'm sure that was hard, but you could filter them out. Oh, this is good.
Yeah, he's talking about pulsars, that these are these stars that shoot out just immense energy, and as it swoops around, it makes this whoosh, whoosh. So, and he goes on to talk about like Doppler, talking about like using it in the infrared spectrum, and I just found this to be just very unique. That
finally we hope.
Shut up, Krusty. Somebody said he looked like Adam from Mythbusters too, that he might be his daddy or something. That's not true. This guy's from Scotland, so I don't know if Mythbusters dude's from Scotland. But listening in to other planets and see if they have some sort of technology like that, where you don't necessarily have to look for a direct signal, is kind of cool.